Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, wherever my hand is, there it is.
Good to see you all tonight.
So glad you're joining us this evening.
Absolutely.
I am Tracy from Masterpiece Jewelers in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I am joined by my sister, Tracy.
Hi. Nice to see you all tonight. So happy to be designing. It's always a fun time.
Yes, it is. It's fun for both of us, actually. And I noticed that your red shirt matches the red design along banner up at the top.
I like
Impressive.
that. Yeah, I'd like to say I did it on purpose, but
well, it just happened. And you and I both love to wear red, so that is one of the reasons it happened.
That's very true.
Okay.
Hi, Rick. I see Rick is here.
Yes, he is.
And I'm sure Cindy is there too. Hi, Cindy.
And I want to show Rick and the other people who are joining us as they come in, that we are having our Christmas in July event. This is actually our 28th annual Christmas in July event, and that is amazing. 28 years in a row for this special event. It goes through next Saturday, July 22nd, and that means, yes, there are we are open on Saturdays now, and so you pick an ornament off of our Christmas tree at the time of purchase, and inside the ornament is anywhere from 22% to 40% off your entire purchase. So that is pretty exciting. And then you'll also get a free gorgeous iridescent pair of earrings with any jewelry purchase. So that's what's going on in our brick and mortar store here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And that's definitely, those earrings are spectacular.
Oh, people have loved them again today. It's been really, really nice. The color is so good. They flow when you move your head back and forth.
They do. They are really beautiful earrings. And we have, like, in the case of when we have any of our giveaway items left over, which is a rarity, the ladies at the store get to keep one, and I'm hoping it goes past them and I get to keep one at this point. So that's how pretty they are. And I see Marshall is also with us tonight, one of our scrappy friends. So let's go ahead and give folks an idea, first of all, what we're giving away tonight and how they can enter to win. So, and this was a knockout when I saw it, Trey, on our Facebook page. So this is $139 value of a vermeil and freshwater pearl necklace. And it's a necklace, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good. And all you need to do is share this show right now onto your own Facebook page, and that will get and comment shared in the comments section, and that will get you one entry into this drawing tonight. Now, if you would like to increase your odds, you can tag your Facebook friends, and you'll get one entry for each friend that you tag, up to 10 additional entries. And someone will win this before the end of this show tonight. So that it is just as easy as that. So are you ready to get started?
Yes, let's go ahead.
All right, let's bring, you have to do your part on your side. I do not. There we go. There we go.
Okay, and hopefully you can see this too. So this is what I had thought of today, because a lot of people have been doing a lot of redesigning.
Yes.
And this is a very common style that so many people have in their jewelry boxes, that they either trade in or use the pieces to redesign. And this is another piece that is similar to what people will trade in, like a London blue topaz, and then it has diamonds set with it. So a lot of times this could have some diamonds missing, and the person it isn't their taste, and they want to go ahead and reset this beautiful stone. So we were going to start by setting this beautiful London blue topaz and using these diamonds along with the small diamonds on here as accent diamonds. So let's go ahead and start.
And that is not unusual that people will bring a combination of pieces of jewelry to make into one piece as well.
Absolutely.
Likewise, sometimes people will bring in one piece of jewelry and have it made it into a couple or even three, to be spread out as heirlooms among the family members.
Yes.
So, but today we are going to be combining them. And I love how I say we when I'm just going to sit here and look pretty, and Tracy's going to do all the work.
Well, what's interesting this week, we had a client that had gotten an opal years and years ago from her husband and didn't ever really know what to do with it, brought it in to have us look and see if it was real. And she set it into a pendant, and the value of that was about $8,000.
That is amazing, Trey.
It was a nice, very big opal.
Amazing.
It was amazing. So I thought this would be a nice shank. I actually did a ring similar to this for a young man, and he's been married for a few years now. And his girlfriend loved the flowery look and like a vintage look with the mill grain. So I thought I'd start here, and it's designed a little different than his, but it's kind of a redesign of that piece.
You were inspired by that.
I was. He brought in an amethyst on that one, and he brought in this ring that I had up on the screen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You remember that ring?
I do. That's wonderful.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Mine too, Trey.
So let's go ahead. I thought it would be nice to set that London Blue Topaz in a nice bezel setting. And the reason I'm using the bezel setting is it's going to work so nicely with the other gems or other diamonds going up next to it. And it gives a real good look of like a flower center because it's surrounded, and it fits so nicely in this mounting on top of it.
It sure does. And bezel setting means that the stone does not have prongs, but instead has a lip of gold all the way around the girdle of the stone.
Right there.
Yeah, just as Tracy was showing us. But just a different way and a different look to set a stone.
Oops, I guess I didn't apply it. Let's go ahead and apply the London Blue Topaz. There we go. Instead of done, we hit apply. There we go. Now we'll hit done.
That's how
Once it, did you not take there and apply?
And there we go. And are we going
Done.
to start with that?
There we go. I didn't want to start right off there. No.
Right?
Let's go ahead and save this. So in case we do have, oh, and it's decided to put a gray hand under it. Very nice.
A gray
A gray hand.
Yes.
So let's pretend like we're going to remove that hand. There we are.
There we go.
My goodness. I think it's tired by the end of the night.
I think it is.
It's been designing a lot today. So with this, let's go ahead and bring in some shapes to have that we're going to put our marquee diamonds from that marquee diamond band ring onto. And I don't know if I'm just going to ask, and you'll tell me, Stacy, have anybody in the audience said that they have had a ring like that, or somebody in their family did?
No one has said that, but a couple people have really loved that you are working with a blue stone.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's always fun.
It is.
Everybody loves that blue stone.
But in this case,
let me go back and get organized here. There we go.
Look at that. Ta-da!
Yeah. We're going to bring that up to the edge, and let's bring it on all the way up to the top, and we can leave it there for a minute because we're going to enlarge that. So let's take that setting to fit a 10-point stone if it was a round stone. And let's drop it down a little bit. It's a little high there. There we go. Right in that spot. Okay. And from this, we also want to make sure that the size of the ring is right. I'm going to make it an 8.
Very good.
That's like the most common size in our store, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would.
Mm-hmm. People's hands used to be a 6, now it's an 8.
Isn't that interesting how that goes? That is so true.
We are going to duplicate this, and we're going to bring it over to the side, turn it, and we're going to go a little bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to go down to, let's say, we'll have to adjust it, but let's say a 7. Yeah, that looks good for now. We'll see how it goes. We'll get one more and we'll duplicate that. And we're going to, it's always neat when you duplicate it, you don't actually see it there. You just have to know it exists. You can see it down below and know that it happened.
That's funny. You just have to trust that it exists.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to bring that over. Where is my, there we go. Turn it a little bit more. And we're going to make that a little bit smaller still. Let me grab it here. There we go. Okay. And turn it a little more. It doesn't look like it's quite turned enough. And drop that down.
Oh, I love how this is turning out.
Okay, now we still have one more stone. If we go back over here, we're going to see, we're not going to use the center stone because there's only one that size.
Correct.
Often when there's odd numbers in there, the accent stones, it's harder to use them. Doesn't mean we can't. We could put it someplace, but for tonight, I'm going to just use the 4 stones.
And Trey, I'd like to tell you that both Melinda and Margarita are saying save.
Thank you so much. You know how that's important.
Yes, thank you both, ladies.
Okay, so let's go ahead and come on to the other side, and we're going to duplicate that bigger one again. And let's give it a little turn once it's finished here. Push it over and make it smaller. Let's go ahead and make that. The one was a 4. Let's make it about a 3. There we go. And it's a bit of an asymmetrical design. These two are overlapping, so maybe we just should pull everybody over a touch more. There we go. And that's something I do after you leave. I adjust everything to make sure that we don't have overlapping pieces and that all the prongs are in the right spot, because some of the mountings we can move individual prongs. I love that. Okay, now let's go ahead, and I think the next best thing is to go ahead and put this design, this smaller design, over on the other side. And we just do that by hitting the quad up at the top. And we're going to do that for all of them, except this one will go right straight across. So we will put that right down below. That's what's interesting. It's not quite going where I want it. So instead, we'll just duplicate. I know, isn't that funny? We'll just duplicate that one, and we'll just pull it down there. And we'll hope everybody else goes where they should. We won't know till it's over if everybody got where they're supposed to be. So we're just going to pull that down. There we go. Oh, maybe that's probably what it is. It was, no.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. There we go. Okay, that's good. Now let's do quad on this one, see if we end up in the right spot. We did. And quad on this one. And I think with this one here, we're going to give it just a little bit more of a turn. There we go. Now, as you can see, we still have round stones in here, and we need to put the stones in to fit, which are marquees. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to grab an extra or an added gem to it. And we're going to add those marquees. What I like about this is we can pull the gem right out of the center of that mill grain setting. So we will start with the big one right here, and we can remove that gem, and we will do it on the one opposite of it. There we go. Now we will bring up the gem down below and put it where we need it. Wouldn't it be pretty if we could put it right in the center?
It would be.
We have seen things like that. Not quite sure how they do it, but
it's a rarity, really.
It is. Okay, so we're going to hit the marquee. And
Awesome.
I am figuring those marquees on the side might be close to, oops, we're getting way up there. A 10-point stone. Oops, it's floating, so we have to put it down. And get it in the right spot. There we go. Yes, that's good. And we're going to do that for the other ones too. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. And we are going to take it over to the other side. Oops, there we go. That's why I'm grabbing the wrong button. There we are. Let's make sure that's situated. You can see that's floating a little bit. Let's sit it down a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll do that for the others.
And you may want to save again, Trey.
Okay, yeah, you can hear the machine really going to town.
All right, when the fan kicks in on our laptop, that means it's working really hard.
That's exactly right. We'll add another gem. You can hear it, can't you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, and that was perfect timing because Rick said, Cindy says, see you soon.
Thank you, Cindy.
Great mind, Cindy. And same with Melinda. So we were all thinking the same thing.
I do appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and we are going to put this gem, which is a diamond actually, right up here. And we are going to make it a marquee. There we go. And we're going to make that instead of 10 points. That's our next largest one. Oh, I'm going way up there. Let's make it an 8-point. Well, it's going to 9. And then it goes to 7. I think it's more like a 7. So let's put a 7 in there.
All right. And it's floating, not unexpectedly.
Exactly. Put it down. Excuse me. There we go. And let's go ahead and have the other diamond jump to the other side. Same with this one. I'm sure you all could tell me that's what I was going to do. And let's bring in another diamond and bring that up. Today we had 2 people in at the same time buying lab-grown diamonds. It was so interesting. And then I had an appointment too. So it was very busy at one point today.
That is really neat. Lab-grown diamonds have become really popular.
They have. I know the industry didn't know whether they would become popular or not, but they have.
They have.
They have. And so what's happening is people are buying bigger diamonds. Wouldn't you say that?
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. They're able to get a real diamond larger for the same amount of money.
I'm going to have a sip of water.
All right. Go right ahead. I'm loving how you gave each one of these that wonderful mill grain look, all that beading along the outside.
Yes, me too. No, I am not ill. It's just something in the air. Okay. And let's see, now that we got it that size, I think we need to go a little bigger. It was a 7. Oh, wait a second. There we go. Let's go a 5 there. Okay, we still have one more to go. And I'm really liking it with the marquise. How about you, Stace?
Oh, beautiful. You know, my wedding ring, engagement ring, I should say, was a marquise. So that shows you how I feel about marquise.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm loving that people are really loving them that much.
Yeah, haven't you noticed that it's getting that? And then princess cut.
That's right. Super popular.
Who knew princess cut was going to take a big splurge again.
That is really a surprise to
Mhm.
me.
Yes, because it wasn't that long ago that it was so popular. Like maybe
Exactly.
8 years, 5 years.
As opposed to the marquee, which had a little bit longer of a period of time, maybe 15 years.
Yes.
So, but I'm loving to see it coming back. And of course, it's going to come back in inherited pieces because those will be the pieces that people owned during that, time period, that era, I should say.
Absolutely. Every time we get a ring like the one with the line of marquee diamonds, we seem to sell it right away.
Mhm.
There we go.
Oh, that is so pretty.
And you could top this off if you wanted by doing, actually, this needs to be lifted up a little bit. There we go. By doing milgrain on the edge around this too. What do you think, Stace? Would you like to see milgrain around it?
I love that. Yes.
Okay, let's do it. I just come into my wire over here and I get the one that is milgrain, which is this one right here. And I do love milgrain. It's just fun to build with it. All those little dots.
And Marshall says, but I still love my pear shape.
Yes, pear shape is great.
Yeah, that one is just a classic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's bring this up to the top. Oh, wow, almost perfect fit. We can make it just a little bit longer. Let's see if I can do that easily enough. Oh, that made it shorter, of course.
All right, 50-50.
That made it way longer. We might go back to where we started.
It was just perfect.
Yeah, let's go back.
Oh,
there we go. I think it is just perfect. And that could
that's
be
amazing.
Yeah, it is a great look. We can turn that whole center yellow also.
Wow.
Which really gives it a whole finished look. Now, if you want to have the area down below, I don't think you need it, but if you wanted to build it up, we could bring in some stabilizing bars. I don't know what would you call that? I guess it's gallery work.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right. Some gallery structure.
Gallery structure. And I would come in here and see what looked good to build that. Thinking it's milgrain and has that vintage look. You have to keep that in mind. And there are so many different choices. Ooh, this one looks really pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, they can kind of speak to you when you go through them to see what would work. Now, I hadn't tried this yet. I built the whole ring before, but I didn't add the gallery work to it. But let's see how this works. Here we go. Any minute now. Oh my, it's quite a large piece. There we go. That's definitely going to hold your ring together. Let's grab over here and let's see if we can't make this much smaller. There we go. How interesting that they had it such a huge piece.
Yes, when it came in, was it a keychain?
I know.
Seriously.
And there's a round end and a round side and a flat side. So let's go ahead and turn this over. There we go. So now the flat side will be on the inside and the round side will be on the outside. And in a minute, you will kind of see what I'm talking about here.
And
I think we'll turn that white maybe.
So we can see what's happening with it too,
yeah.
Right? Victoria Ann says, this ring is so sweet, but the asymmetrical setting makes it sophisticated also.
Oh, that's true.
That is such a lovely thing to say, and I just love what it adds to it, that asymmetry.
Okay, so let's see how this works. A lot of times I'll have to bend them, so we will see. We're putting this up here, and it doesn't have to be this thick. It can be much thinner, which will give it more of a lacy look. This is fun, completely going, rogue here.
Yes. Just offer.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've never used this piece to do anything with.
So that's neat. So we all get to enjoy seeing how you work your magic with it.
Yes. Yes. And I think we might as well go ahead and give it a little bit of a bend to it too. And definitely has turned that one into not as much of a bead and is more elongated. We're getting there. You will see a lot of neat designs on the backside of jewelry. I know last night we had a couple pieces that had a really nicely done design in the back.
Yes, and I love that. I absolutely love when the designers give attention to the back of the ring.
There we go. This is going to be better. It has more of the shape on the top. And again, this is a personal choice, so the client would be able to make different decisions on it. Now that you're seeing it break apart, I'm sure you're all wondering why it isn't saved. There we go.
Man.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put that onto the other side. Let's hope it goes there. No, it must think it's the top. Let's put it over on the top. I'm sometimes not sure whether it's the top or bottom. And that gives just a little extra support to the bottom of this ring.
It's just, although the granulated pieces there are nice and thick, or beefy,
They
as we
are.
like to call them. It's nice to have that extra structure underneath there. Wow, Trey, is that gorgeous?
So there it is on a hand. And if you wanted the flower to go more all the way around, we could always use the large one, bring it in, and then just get a diamond that would match it.
That is such a good point.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
because people don't realize we have the ability to match. So just because you have one extra stone, if you'd like to use it, we can make that happen.
Yes. Yeah, we've done that many a time.
Yes,
Needed
we
a couple,
sure have.
one or two extra diamonds. Now I'm going to go ahead and render it, and rendering means it's going to look like real metal when the picture comes up, which is so nice. Now the diamonds are going to be a little gray. Don't worry about that. It's just they have to put a lot of lines in them to make them look like diamonds, so it turns them gray. There's no other way to put lines in them without that. You would get the same quality diamonds as we started with your piece.
Exactly, because they're your diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of this one, we are using your diamonds.
Yeah.
And Trey, I want you to know that Teresa says, "Wow, so beautiful."
Thank you, Teresa. Teresa loves London blue.
She sure does, and she has a spectacular London blue necklace that she herself created, which you ought to ask her to see next time you're in the store. It's one of my favorite pieces of hers.
Yes.
Now, Trey, will you also render it without it being on a hand?
Oh, absolutely,
So that we
Stacy.
can
What
have
in the
that
world am I
shot?
thinking? Mm-hmm. Yes, because we do like to put them up on Facebook. So No,
Melinda says, "Wow, stunning," and Terry says, "It is gorgeous."
thank you, everyone. You all are so supportive.
That
We're
is
a
so
great
true.
group here.
And it means a lot.
It does. It does. Hopefully that's the direction you wanted it in, Stace.
Why not? And Marshall said, "So different and stunning."
Thank you. I really love to use people's jewelry and sit down with them and just see what they're thinking. It's very interesting. We start out a lot of times not knowing at all where we're headed.
Yes.
And just talking to the client and them getting more comfortable and not, being as concerned about, oh, what am I going to do? It just comes out. what the client is wanting. It's very interesting, the process.
And Tracy has a sort of a gift for that as well. It's quite unique how it all comes together.
It is. I'm always surprised.
And Margarita says, "So, can you try it in rose gold?" Oh, did you just do it?
I did.
Like red? Did you see her comment? Or
I did not. I can't see anyone's comments, but yes, there it is in rose. Would you like to see it in this position, Stace? That's really a
Sure,
pretty
yes.
and very different position, but with these stones being in this direction, it really lends itself nicely. Yep, there it is in the rose. I love when they're
so
rendered.
pretty.
They're always so shiny.
Yes, right?
Yep. And I have a white gold bezel, but it could be definitely rose.
Yes, I noticed that myself.
I'm-
Now,
Yes.
if anyone would like to see Tracy do a different combination of gemstones or different metal, just let us know in the comments section, and she will make those changes right before our very eyes.
This is another kind of interesting concept with this ring because it is like an outdoor, a natural ring. Wouldn't it be interesting to have it turn to a green metal?
Love it.
The that's not, this is what I'm trying to do here. Let's go ahead and now I broke it.
Oh no.
There
Oh,
we
there
go.
we go.
Yeah. And then turn the bezel into, where are we, bezel? Well, at least we can do this into rose gold. There we go. And it really starts looking more like a flower with the, the stem.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you. The stem and the flower at the top. There we go. Let's turn that into the rose gold. Oops. So small.
Oh, it's so pretty.
There we go. So now you have kind of like a flower stem, and the petals would be in pink. And why don't we, since we're doing pink, why don't we do a center stone in pink? Pink passion topaz.
Ooh, love it. And that's interesting. I wanted to tell you, I'm sorry, I looked away. Victoria Ann said middle stone, a garnet in yellow gold. Oh, but look at that, Trey.
So let's get that rendered.
Oh, please.
Here or like that?
Your choice.
We'll do that. And I have to tell you, I love the rose gold. And the green gold is just fun.
Yes. And we did a wedding band in green gold just recently, right?
Right.
Love that.
Yep. So there we are with the real flower look. Yep.
So pretty. Okay, and then after Victoria Ann, we have Melinda also has a suggestion.
Okay, and Victoria Ann wanted it all yellow, Stace. So
yes,
let
all
me turn it to yellow. There we go.
Just finishing, yeah.
And all yellow, easy enough to do. That's the easiest thing we can do is change it all. This is one of the few times that I actually like the yellow and the rose together.
That is actually striking.
I know. Why do I like that? I mean, I guess because it's a good combination.
I think it is. And Michelle said, love the pink.
Good. Garnet, garnet, garnet. There we go. Right there. Okay, apply. Oh, yeah, look at that. Garnet looks so very rich.
Yes, it does, Trey. That is actually exquisite on there.
There we go. We're going to see what it looks like in just a moment. Oh, wow. They even look so much better when they're rendered. Like the garnet stone was so like cloudy, and there it is, so bright and beautiful. I just love everybody's input because it's things I might not ever have thought about.
Exactly.
It is stuck rendering. Oh, there we
Ah.
go. I saw it move.
There's a lot of
Look at that.
there's a lot of granulation there for it to build.
Yes, apparently garnet is the hard part. Hard to build also.
Who knew?
It's funny those little boxes going over it when it's building.
I know. It doesn't always do that.
I don't know what that is.
As long as it's still doing what it needs to be doing,
Yeah.
we're good. And so Victoria Ann said, "Oh, beautiful." I did the extra emphasis there for you. Victoria
Yes, I
Ann.
love it, Victoria Ann.
Oh, that is pretty. Now, next up, we have from Melinda, yellow diamond in the middle and black diamonds around,
Oh, nice.
and green around. She said that's pretty neat.
Okay,
I like
yellow
how creative
diamond.
our people get.
Yes, things they wouldn't think of. So, just look at the
Look at that
yellow
yellow
by
diamond.
itself is gorgeous.
It is.
Just gorgeous. Do you mind if I render that?
No, please do.
It's kind of floating there, but I keep moving them back and forth.
Well,
Look at the
'cause we-
pictures. I love yellow diamonds. To have a big one like that would be amazing.
it would be. That having been said, if you have dreamt of having a big one like that,
Mhm.
we can bring that in for you overnight. We have lots of wonderful sources that we can get something unique like this stone and have it usually 1 to 2 days after you have come in and requested it.
Okay, I think the other choice was black diamonds.
Yes. And it would be a challenge to find, I don't know, I shouldn't necessarily
Yeah.
say that, black diamond marquee shape cut. But I like the idea.
And you can get them cut.
Yes. So
Because I had to get some triangular shaped diamonds.
yes,
Big black triangular shaped diamonds. Do you remember them?
I do.
And then a
forgotten.
lab created sapphire in the center, and that was the engagement ring.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
And I thought, oh, I'll be able to get that. Now, trillionths I could, but not triangular.
Yes, and that is a very different shape when you're trying to set it into a certain place. Oh, look at the green emeralds. I was thinking green gold, but I love the emerald.
Oh, well, that is another concept.
Or actually, I don't know. Oh, that's rainforest topaz, right? No?
I don't know what it is. What does
Okay.
it say it is? Topaz, yeah. Rainforest topaz. Oh, wow. Every time it comes out, just so different. Yeah, he came back and he got a band to go with that too.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice that he knew that's what his fiance to be wanted, and he went out and made it happen. Okay, so if there is any others, we can go forward with that.
All right. And Marshall said sunflower.
Oh yeah, doesn't it remind you of that?
And
I guess you could do, well, yes.
Melinda said, absolutely gorgeous. Wow.
There you go. You could do these all in yellow.
Oh, it just makes you so happy.
I don't know if that's the one I did before. I think it was this one. Apply. And then you could do this in black, like seeds.
Like seeds.
Yeah.
Oh, look out.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
That is, you gotta render that one now.
yeah. I am in love with yellow.
Yes. Tracy that has always been her favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
And why not? Because it's such a sunshiny, happy color.
Almost every room in my house is yellow.
That is true, and there is nothing wrong with that.
No. I think I did use more of the golden color in the center. I can see that.
If you, we have time for one or two other suggestions from those of you in the comments section to see, to have Tracy change or modify this a little bit. You can just go ahead and put your comments in the comments section, and I will relay them on over to her.
You could turn this all white too, and it would really pop those yellows.
I think so. It's funny, we were thinking very much the same thing.
Yeah, look at that.
And
I turned it off.
You did. I'm like, yeah, look at it.
Sorry about that,
I
everyone.
want to support you, but one of us can't see.
There we go.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, that makes the yellow really pop.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
And Marshall is recommending putting black in the center, which
Oh.
I bet will be exquisite.
So I've now made yellow diamonds down the side, and we will put a black diamond in the center.
Love it.
There we go. It's
So
so
pretty.
interesting how we've come with this particular ring. It's changed so much since we first started.
That's one of the things. It's interesting. You never quite know how things are going to work out, and that's one of the things I love about this. Is on Thursday nights is everyone's interaction together to change the different, parts of it, and how much it really does change the look.
It does. Yeah. Now, I will say we're not using a single stone from either one of those rings.
That's right. At this point, no, but that was.
But that's okay. That's the fun thing about doing this. We can change it to whatever we want.
And not surprisingly, Michelle Jones says she'd like to see an emerald in the middle.
Oh, yes, Michelle. Absolutely. Michelle, that's your birthstone, isn't it, I believe?
We'll find
For some reason, I think it is. I should know.
Oh my goodness, right? If we knew everyone's.
Well, I know we've asked before.
Yes.
So.
That reminds me, I was in having a procedure on Tuesday, and there were other patients back in the quote unquote waiting room. I don't know exactly what you would call it, and with the curtains pulled around their beds. And the nurse asked me my birthday because, they do that to make sure they have the right patient and so forth. And when I said it, a lady across the hallway said, "That's my birthday too." I mean, what are the chances? There were three of us back there. I just thought that was so neat.
It is kind of fun having that happen. We had two ladies that work for us, Seal and Nancy. Both of them had the exact same birthday and the birth year. Do you remember that?
No, definitely.
I mean, how we only
That's
have,
amazing.
3 or 4 people work for us, maybe 5 at a time. And to have them both have the same, like they were born the same day and year.
Yes, that was amazing, actually.
It really was.
And Michelle said that, yes, that is her birthstone. And Melinda said she'd like to see ruby with black diamonds.
Okay, let's do it.
That sounds gorgeous. And Michelle said that is stunning, Tracy.
Yeah, I have to say, I did like that color combination.
Me too.
Okay, ruby. There we go. In the center. You never know when it changes because if we start out with yellow and black diamonds. There we go.
This is going to be so pretty.
I like using the black spinel because that's what a black diamond really looks like. I don't know why the black diamond here is that they offer to have is a gray color.
Yes.
Okay, and is that white that you'd like it in?
Melinda, if you could say what color metal you would like it in, that would be great. Meanwhile, Marshall says, "Tracy, you are amazing."
Oh, thank you, Marshall. Thank you. Marshall has had a number of pieces done by us too.
She sure has, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, and she's has some stones from clay, gemstones.
Yes, she does. She has some beautifully sentimental pieces, which is
Hmm.
one of the things I love the very most about the jewelry business.
I agree.
Jewelry is so special.
Oh yeah, that's a very rich looking color.
Um,
The black makes the red pop.
and Melinda said, strawberry gold.
Okay,
Love it.
let's see that.
What a great choice. And as always, the next day you can see um, all the different designs that you all inspired on our Facebook and Instagram.
The next day. Oh, she's so optimistic.
Sometimes the next day.
I have put them in the stories. Like I had one in the
Yes.
stories the other day.
Okay, let's see what we have here. So, Trey, do you have time to do two more?
Yes, I do. I'm looking
Okay.
up there at the watch.
And one will,
Oh, I like that.
that is
I like the rose.
exquisite.
The rose really makes it,
Wow.
it kind of makes it look antique even more.
Exactly. That's
Mhm.
exactly right.
That's a color combination, the red and the black onyx that they would have used in a period piece that would have had the mill green
That's exactly right.
and the rose gold. Yeah.
And so Michelle said she'd like to see a classic black and white.
Okay. So let's see, what shall we put the center diamond as? White?
I'm going to say designer choice.
And then we can do this in white, the accent stones. And we can do the
Yes.
whole ring maybe in white also.
Oh, and Michelle said yes, white center stone.
Okay.
And probably white gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Wow.
Yeah. And the white gold really comes alive once it's been rendered. Oh, yeah, very classic.
Oh my gosh, this would be one that you would just wear a lot.
I think so.
Yeah, and that center, so that center could be a diamond, it could be a lab-grown diamond, it could be a white topaz, right? Trey?
Moissanite.
Yes, moissanite. So there are lots of options.
There are a lot of options now for a clear stone that are brilliant and have a lot of scintillation.
And I think we have time to do one more.
Okie
For
doke.
Margarita, let's try lavender and pink.
Oh, completely different.
Yep. Some soft colors.
Lavender. Well, let's do a purple
Purple sapphire, yes.
in which
Why
we have
not?
had before. We have done designs with purple sapphires. And what were the colors? I'm sorry.
And then pink.
Lavender and pink. Okay, let's do something that's going to be let's do a pink diamond. And
Oh, wow.
oh yeah, that's beautiful. And we could, you know what we could do? We could do rhodolite as the accent.
I like where you're going with that.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Look at that, Trey. You knew right where the rhodolite was.
Yes, I do. I know where a lot of these things are.
I know you do.
And I'm thinking white gold or rose? Maybe rose.
Up to you.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Oh yeah. That's has a lot of beautiful colors that get along well together.
Did you start it rendering? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry,
I did. It's okay.
It reminds me, these colors remind me of that gorgeous tanzanite and rhodolite garnet necklace we had last night on the show.
It does.
it was just exquisite colors.
Yeah, tanzanite, rhodolite. What other
Oh,
color was in that? I guess maybe
that's
that was it.
It was
Yeah,
just those two, and they were like the best of both of those.
they really were.
So pretty.
Okay, and last thing, we'll see it on a hand.
All right, very good.
And let's,
Oh boy.
what?
And oh, I hear barking
Oh,
like last night.
yeah, we had a lot of barking around here last night. And it was not Trixie.
It was not. It did not start as her, but it ended as her.
Yes, it did.
Oh wow, Trey.
Yeah, I love the asymmetric look on this.
I do too. And asymmetrical has become really popular. So has granulation, so has marquee. It's a lovely time for jewelry.
It is. Anything goes. I love it. Okay, I think
Here
that's
we
it.
go.
Oh, wait a second.
That's right.
Bye-bye, everyone. I'm showing my beautiful ring.
That
Bye-bye.
is so funny. That is so funny, Trey, and I love that. Okay. That was so fun. Thank you all so much for having such great ideas for us. Now, speaking of great ideas, next Wednesday we are having our Christmas in July special edition live online jewelry sale. We will be giving away 18 free giveaways, and that includes the $500 diamond and gold necklace that you see on the screen. Over $1,500 in giveaways will be won that evening. And so that is next Wednesday, July 19th at 7 p.m. And next week on the 20th, Tracy will once again be doing her live custom jewelry design along with a completely different design this time, where she will once again design from scratch while we all watch. And someone will win a sterling necklace valued at least $100. And in store right now, we are having our 28th annual Christmas in July event. That goes on all the way to Saturday, July 22nd. And you pick an ornament off of the tree at your time of purchase, and you will get inside the ornament 22 to 40% off your entire purchase, plus a free gorgeous pair of iridescent earrings. $40 value on those. So make sure that you stop by and see us for our 28th annual Christmas in July event. And please remember that we are now open on Saturdays again. Open Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that is this Saturday and every Saturday. So come on in to do some of your weekend shopping at our beautiful Publix and stop on by and see what is new in our store. Okay, so I don't know how I got so far over here. But anyway.
I'm not even there pushing you out of the way.
I know, right? Usually that's the way it is. Okay, so we want to announce our winner, and the winner is Rick Warford. Rick, congratulations. A round of applause for you. And as you know, all you need to do is stop by our store to pick up your prize and possibly have someone close to you wear it for you. So we want to take just a moment to thank you so much for being here with us this evening. We have such a good time doing the design along and our Wednesday night live online fine jewelry sale. And we appreciate that you support small businesses like ours and other small businesses. And we love the camaraderie that we have all come together to make over the last 3 years. So until we see you again, don't forget to stay sparkly. Good night, everyone. To schedule a free custom jewelry design appointment with Tracy, simply call or text us at 386-252-0010. Your appointment can be in person at Masterpiece Jewelers or online over Zoom. It's your choice.